Although I, stand up here every week, lest you think that I stand up here every week and claim that I'm the perfect embodiment of MLK's principles, let me tell you about my failure just a week ago. MLK said, quote, "Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend," end quote. Well, last Sunday, the young man who sometimes comes to our rallies, the Trump supporter, returned for the first time since the election. And I am usually respectful, if critical, of his views. I'm usually tolerant of, if bemused by, his presence here at our rally. I'm usually genial and pleasant with him, and he always is. But last week I failed the test of the, quote, difficult conversations, which I've been lecturing about and hectoring us all about over the last few years. We've had a number of Zoom speaker series with people who are trained in telling us how to have difficult conversations with people, and I blew it. So last week, he wasn't just here with a flag or a sign. His sign said, quote, "honk for mass deportations." And as you can tell, those of you who are here every week, you know, Troy, you're new, and you see that we get a lot of honks here. And I did not want anybody honking for mass deportations at our rally. So I objected to the message, but more I objected to the request that drivers honk for his message. And I angrily told him that his request was uncool, and that it was like me coming to his birthday party and asking everyone to sing to show how much we dislike him. I was immature and petulant, and I did not follow any of the precepts that we discuss here and that some of our Zoom speakers have tried to work with us about. I didn't do what I, for a long time, was trying to train myself to do, which is STAR, S-T-A-R, stop, think, act, reflect. I didn't stop and think, I just acted when I didn't need to. And as I reflected on it, I realized I should have stopped to think. It would have been better for that conversation, and it would have been better for this group. I did not in any way heed Martin Luther King Jr.'s words that love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. But luckily, another Justice Southbury member kept a clearer head and engaged this young man in a way that we should all engage with those with whom we disagree. So please welcome Rich Boritz up to tell us what he did, not following my example, luckily.
I think Rick is much too hard on himself. No one is perfect, and no one can do the right thing every time, so you're forgiven. And Troy's story leads me to mine, which is the discussion with somebody directly sending the message and not about a sign. So what happened when I saw his sign and he stood at the corner was an immediate reaction. I said to myself, I've got to find out why he thinks this, that mass deportations will improve the country. What is it about getting rid of people that will make this country better? That was my intent. I wanted to find out from him. And when I walked over to him and I asked him that question, the response was very clear. Others will destroy this country. What we have because we are unified. Unified in skin color, unified in thought, unified in beliefs. He was very direct. And I wasn't up to asking a follow-up question about why unity would be better, because in the natural world, we mate. We mate not because we want to replicate ourselves exactly. We mate because we want a variation We want differences, because those differences allow us, anyone, any species, to survive. You know, even bacteria survive by adapting to their environment. They secrete hormones, poisons, toxins, based on things that they encounter so that they could be victorious. People are not like that. If we were, there would only be one of us. We all look exactly alike, and we wouldn't have sex. But right now, the truth is, there are people in this country who don't believe that having variations, differences, conflict of opinions is good for this country. Well, I, for one, believe it is. I hope you do too. And if you think that conflict always has to be done in anger, I want to send you to 3 organizations that could help you deal with that. One is Braver Angels. That comes out of the Better Angels speech of Lincoln, where he talks to the better angels of our souls after the Civil War. The other is called Everyday Democracy. It operates out of Hartford, and is a group of people, community, who bring their insights into disagreement, into how to solve disagreements in small communities like ours. And the third is called Public Agenda. Public Agenda has a tried and true process of bringing people together to solve very obstinate and troubling problems in their communities. And it's something that they charge for, but it's also something that they show great success in. And they have, if you go to Public Agenda, their website, you'll see all the successes around the country in all the different communities they've worked in. So I want to leave you with that yes, we aren't always successful, but we always bounce back and do better next time. Thank you so much.